Okay, listen, we had started off with a titled video, Confessions of the Artist, and I didn't want it to run too long at one time because I know how it is to sit before a 20-minute or a 30-minute video, and at 5-10 minutes you just want to move on. I mean, it's just the way we are nowadays. Now, I'm 70 years old, and it was different back 50 years ago, but people are moving on quickly and that sort of thing. But I want to continue on this theme of the inner makings of this area right here, the brain. The brain is sort of like a computer. It's also like a snapshot camera type thing, and we use it, especially the artists or musicians, a lot with gaining insight into either the future or gaining insight into their profession. Take a musician. I've heard many musicians tell a story about a famous song that they created, and it was just like, you know, they were there at the time, and they were just, the music, the words, everything came together, and in 15-20 minutes they had the entire product done, and it was just a number one hit, like, let's say, Stairway to Heaven, or, there's a song Deep Purple put on there, Fire in the Water. The stories and the truth behind it are from within. So as an abstract artist, and that's who I'm wanting to reach, and we are creating vision into a physical object. And in my case, I paint on canvas. Okay, so I am trying to put down what I see inside this little coconut head, you might want to say, and I see it spiritually or in another form. It's not physical yet, but I want to try to take that from here, the coconut, and bring it forth on a piece of canvas. And before I forget, I didn't say that on my first video, but I'm leaving the comment section open, and I hope you don't misuse it and get ignorant. You know what I mean? That's the only word I can think of right now. Just use it to maybe conjure up a conversation among other artists that are seeing similar things. I don't have all the answers, okay? What I'm saying is what I see from my perspective. You might see something from your perspective that I can't see. You know, it's like when we go into an art gallery or a museum, you'll have 2, 3, 4 people looking very intently on a certain painting. And if you pull those people apart, they'll have a different take of what that painting means to them. And that's what's important. The painting has got to speak to a particular person. They might be going through some hard times right now, and they'll address those hard times. They might have just got married, and they're all celebrating, so they'll look at the painting in another form, a celebration type form. So let's be nice to each other, okay? But I would really like to hear you comment and bring forth what you see. Now, the other thing I was kind of touching upon, once again, and I don't want to be redundant, but we are a different bunch. The artists, we are a different bunch. I have gotten into light arguments of what I see in this world opposed to what this other person would see. And that's if it's a good discourse and it's not attacking one another personally, that's good. That's very good. Because I know for a fact that we artists, and you're probably shaking your head yes, we see the world differently than the ordinary person. We are not ordinary. We are a special person, groups of people that have been brought to this round earth for a reason. Without art, without music, it would be a sad world. So what I'm saying is, appreciate the artist. You know, don't make fun of us. Don't call, they see stuff being done. Oh, that's garbage, and that's not art, and this and that. And they had never picked up a paintbrush. They don't know the first thing about art, other than maybe going around to the local Walmart and buying a painting on cardboard that was photographed and on some cheap, flimsy frame, and they spent $20 for the thing, and they got these pieces of garbage. Oh, I'm getting deep now, aren't I? Pieces of garbage all over their house, and after a while, the cardboard is so thin it starts cupping and looking like trash, or it's all fading in colors. Hey, if that's your thing, go for it. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about true art. Art's been around since the caveman days. They started picturing on the insides of caves, and it's never going to end. Artists are going to continue to come forth, and every generation is going to see the art grow in different fashions and that kind of thing. However, I will note this, and I want you to think about the AI, artificial intelligence. You got some rotten scumbags out there stealing the artist's image. There's a company, I won't name the company, however, they have over 1 billion images of artists in their work, and they bring them in and they create AI. And they take parts of one, add it to another part, just to make it look a little different, and the human eye can't pick it up. But the AI is so sophisticated, and a lot of artists are thinking, are we going to have jobs in 15 years? Is AI going to take over the entire art market? And I'm going to tell you something. If you're a true artist and you put five paintings across my eyeball, and I can go in there and look, I'm going to tell you if it's a real artist and the ones that are AI, because with the AI, it's cold. There's no soul on those paintings. And when you take one done by a human, you look at it and you can tell that a human painted this thing. And people are gonna realize that more and more, and be able to tell the difference between an AI painting and a human touched painting. And you see it in the music world. I'm a drummer, so I play drums, and you'll know when a musician is using a drum machine. Okay, it's doing all the riffs, it's doing all the timing by AI. It's a loop, and you know it. It's just too perfect. And then you take drummers from old, like a John Bonham that used to drum for Led Zeppelin. His timing's going to be great, but it's not going to be perfect. And you know that it's a human playing those drums versus. And if we start getting our house, our physical house, all AI, and then we get all of our music AI, we're just going to be a robot. That's all we're going to be thinking. It's all going to be robotics. And there's a place for AI, and there's a place not for AI. And I don't believe the AI works in the real art world. Now, you could use the tools of AI for things, but you can't take AI and create. These robots cannot create. So you'll discern the difference between the AI. Now, I'm going to close it down, and I might even come up with a third sometime. I'm not going to do it anytime soon, but I've got other videos I want you to see. So if you wouldn't mind smashing the like button, leave a comment. I want you to leave a comment. Be nice when you leave a comment. I want you to hit the subscribe button so you can continue to get these videos. And I'll see you on the next one. Hush.